Hey guys, this is iXroll with Rollout Reviews, finally here with loading Diles. So, let's build it. Let's cut to the chase and just open this right up. So, it has been a few little whiles since I did the last Let's Build, so hopefully I'll have some new things to say. How about that? So, just open this right up. Once again, this guy looks pretty simple compared to the complexity of Driftjacker, so hopefully this won't take too long. So as I said, some new things have happened since the last time I did one of these. First off, new B-Daman Crossfire stuff. I was starting to lose hope, honestly. I was starting to think that it was completely doomed, and, well, to be perfectly honest, it still may be, but there is a glimmer of hope with them releasing product images of some new B-Daman products. So, Strike Dragon, most places, and, Strike Tiger, and I think, well, Thunder Bison. They haven't been released most places. At least from what I've seen, I have not found them at all. But apparently, somebody on the forums actually asked an employee at Target, and we're asking why all of the B-Daman stuff was on clearance, and apparently, and I'm going to take their word for it, they said they were just clearing off the shelves to get new stuff, because obviously this stuff wasn't selling well, so they wanted restock some new B-Daman products with the hope that it will do better that way. So, new products have been announced. Some double packs with 2 B-Daman in them, along with, let's see, what were the single B-Daman? I don't even remember. I don't even know if there were single B-Daman really announced. But the double packs are Thunder Jakku, which is weird. There have been some weird discrepancies in the namings of the toy line, like, if Tiger is ever released, in the show, his name was Supreme Tigaloo, and that's kind of a translation error, because the kanji for Tiger is actually Tigeru, and because, the translation between Japanese and English sometimes really messes up with R's and L's, it becomes Tigaloo, and that's what they call him in the show. However, the toy is Strike Tiger. So instead of acknowledging the fact that he is the only double type B-Daman in Crossfight, aside from Drive Garuburn, but again, that's ES and not really core change system. But basically, Supreme was their what they, I guess, wanted to call him because he was, I guess, I don't know, better than the others because he was dual typed. I don't know. But I guess they just decided it would be too confusing or something in the toy line, so they just made him control type, basically. The other, well, I mean, he's in a 2-pack, so the other thing he comes with is, like, I think, a recolor of Dracian? The 2 sets come with a recolor of Dracian and a recolor of Device. And I don't know exactly which one corresponds to which, but, so it's Thunder Jakku and, well, it's really weird, because it is Thunder Dracian, but I think they call it Strike Dracian for some reason, even though it has the same core. Pieces just flying everywhere. Just pieces off the sprue, not actual pieces I'm going to need to build this. But I'm going to have fun finding those in the carpet. Anyway, so there's that. That's one set. And then the other set is either Gervais or Dracian. Again, another recolor. But it has this guy in it, loading Diles. And they just call him Lightning Diles, I believe, which is pretty, I mean, that's fine. Because he's a rapid fire type, so that makes sense. But, yeah, Thunder Jakku, I guess they decided it was a power type. And, I mean, it does have the drive strips, so that's not too far off. It's just kind of weird. What's even more weird is the color choices for Thunder Jakku. Oh boy, it's pretty bad, honestly. For some reason, they decided to go with like a really bright baby blue instead of kind of the cyan-y turquoise of the Japanese version. And on top of that, his core is a bright yellow with like blue where the gray is, like a darker blue, I think. It's awful. I think I might have got that the other way around, but I don't think so. Either way, it just is super clashy and looks absolutely terrible. The little disappointing part about this is that, well, yes, they are 2-packs, so you get 2 Beat-em-on in one. First of all, the other Beat-em-on in both of them are recolors. Second, well, that's the only way you can get Lightning Diles and Thunder Jakku. So if you already have Dracian, or already have Gervais, then there's not a whole lot of point. I don't know why I'm doing this. I still have a whole sprue to cut off. But basically, there is hope with this line. so that's good. The last couple episodes on the Vortex website have been sort of delayed, and I thought that was because of the holiday season, pretty much. It was on hiatus, and that ended up being true. Right after the holidays, the next episode was uploaded to the website. But it is like 1 or 2 episodes behind the actual show, so hopefully that catches up pretty soon. I've been hearing from the people who are watching the dub over in Malaysia, which just ended, I think, that they skip a couple episodes, and we'll see if that's true on the Vortex lineup. But that's a little worrying. It almost seems like they're speeding up the air date so that they can get it out of the way, which could mean that it's canceled after the first season, even though there is a voice actor for Kamon, so who knows. I really, like, ES is like my favorite Beat-em-on series, honestly. Like, I love Battle Beat-em-on, but in my opinion, it's just a little kooky, and the first season of Crossfight is fine, but there's just so much filler. Like, there's ridiculous amounts of filler that it's just hard to enjoy it a lot. But yeah, ES is like my favorite, so I really hope it does get a dub, but if it doesn't, all the same, oh well. I have the Japanese version, and that's slowly getting subtitled. But yeah, that's a thing. So hopefully that becomes a thing. Well, that was really redundant. Oh well. I'm a bit tired. It's kind of late. I've also kind of been getting over a mild sickness, so we'll see how quickly these reviews come out, because I meant to review Diles over the past couple days, and honestly, by the time this video comes out, that review might already be out. Whoops. But yeah. Oh no, the illusion is gone. But yeah. So I've just been kind of a little bit sickly, so I haven't got around to reviewing a couple things I probably should have by this point. Oh well. There's also another thing coming out in the B-Daman line, the Crossfire line. Again, if these do come out, I don't want to be a downer here, but it just seems like this might not happen. I mean, at Toy Fair a while ago, back when Battle Beat-em-on was around, they revealed some new 0-2 system stuff at that Toy Fair, but they were very scarcely, if not just not released at all. Which on the North American market. So, I mean, they have teased stuff before that hasn't come out, which kind of sucks. But the other thing that is in the line is kind of a carrying case. Have I already done these? I think I did. Anyway, it's like a carrying case. It comes with like a recolored avian, strike avian, or I think it might be like lightning avian or something. Anyway, it's recolored. It's actually pretty nice looking, but if it does come out, I'm probably going to get it just to review it, but it seems super impractical because it's like a carrying case with like 2 walls and like a divider in the center, so it's like 6 small sections, and the box seems only about like this big. So it can hold, the product image shows it holding like 1 Beat-em-on, a bunch of Beat-em-marbles, and like the B-Animal cards. And that's it. So you can't hold more than like 3 or 4 Beat-em-on in the whole thing, which I guess is fine, but it seems kind of impractical. Also, I would have wished it kind of did something like back when I was into the original Beyblade, back when I was a wee lad, I guess, there was a carrying case, and I actually have this. It was like a kind of like a carrying bag. It was like a satchel kind of thing, and it had spaces for all of your Beyblades and your launchers and whatever, and then the front folded out and was a little arena, was a little Beyblade arena, a little stadium, I guess. It didn't work very well at all because it kept folding in on itself, but it was an effort, you know, that extra play feature. A lot of people have been wanting me to review Beyblades, or at least the Beyblades that I have from the original plastic series, but I don't know. I'm not into the new Beyblade enough to care, and I've said this before, Beyblade is very much a 2-person game, in my opinion, whereas Beat-em-on can be very singular. So in that respect, I'm much more into it at my age, where a lot of my friends aren't into it nearly as much as I am. So it's just not as fun for me as it once was. But I wish that this new Beat-em-on carrying case actually like turned into an arena or something. Like it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be like. What's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't have to be like a game. Just if it like folded out and some walls flipped up on the side. So it was like something about this long that had walls around it, so you could like shoot down targets in it or something. Maybe if it came with a couple targets, you know, that'd be really cool. Like it's like a portable Beat-em-on arena, everything you need in one little space. That would be really cool. But judging by the pictures, it doesn't look like that's actually a thing, unfortunately. That would be cool, but it really doesn't do that. oh well. So, yeah, in the end, this line, if that target employee was, in fact, correct, the line may continue on. And that'd be cool. At least the toy line. Again, with the show, Crossfire is being, on the Vortex, is being replaced with the new Digimon series the next season. But maybe the season after that, it might get picked up again for the second season. Who knows? It would be cool if they at least did the second season on the Vortex website. I'd be perfectly fine if it was a website exclusive. I don't know. I haven't actually looked or paid attention enough to see, but it could just be alphabetically. But if you go to the Vortex website and you go to the Watch Shows section, B-Daman is at the very top. And again, that could be because it starts with a B. And so it's alphabetically. I could probably go to the website right after this and see if it is alphabetic. But if it's not, then that would probably mean that it's its most popular thing on the website, which would be cool. It'd show the people who make that website, or the people who run the channel, which is probably different from the people who run the website, that people actually do care about it. So if that is the case, if I don't know what the show's ratings are at all, but if it is popular on the website, at least, it would be cool to see ES, or B-Daman Fire Blast, as a website exclusive. That would be an option if it's truly going to be replaced with Digimon Fusion. Then might as well make the second season of Crossfire a website exclusive. That's just my 2 cents. Or 7 quarters. Who knows? So, just finishing up here. I did notice, I actually didn't mention it in my build for Bison, but these, once again, are the later releases without the Gan Hobby machine tags. So, that's a thing. I don't really care. It still functions exactly the same. I don't know, there was somebody on the build for Drift Jacker that's just, that all their comment was, and they'll know who they are, was just fake. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, because definitely isn't fake. It's got the Takara Tomy logo right there, and I don't know, that packaging looks pretty legit to me. I don't know where that assumption came from, but oh, well, that fell off my desk. Oh well, at least it wasn't the camera. I'm still not over that. Oh well. Okay, so let's build a head. I like this head a lot. It's got places so you can put your hand over it like this. This guy's gimmick is super cool. It is weird that, well, I guess it's not weird, but he's got a really fun gimmick, but he's still a rapid fire type and not a special type. So he's got that going for him, I guess. He's a crocodile, if the name Diles wasn't apparent. There's that. That's kind of cool. Okay, the core. Now this is where things may get interesting. I'm having flashbacks to Jacker here, but let's see. I wonder where this goes. Probably just like that. Does this... Again, I want to try doing it without instructions before I give up. But this guy's got super weird proportions. He has his feet at the very front of the core, and his arms at the back of the core. Kind of weird. I don't know how this attaches at all, because he's got a bottom piece. The whole gimmick behind this guy is that you can load marbles from the bottom, so you can put the B-Daman on the table and pick up the marbles, much like the Direct Loader magazine. But yeah, I'll have to look at the instructions for this really quick. But let's get the power block out of the way. Because, well, that's pretty simple. And put this piece in here. I'm kind of terrified of breaking these. Ooh, wow, that's not going in very well. I'm always kind of terrified of breaking these little latch pieces. Ooh. Yeah, that didn't... Oh, well. Well, at least it's in. There you go. There's the power block. Let's actually attach the stuff we know how to attach, like the hold parts here and the trigger. We could do that. Ooh. Well, that knocked the hold parts out. So that just goes to show how well we locked that in place. And then these little bits on the front, those can go into place. I think I missed some flash there. Pieces just falling all over the place. Oh well. So, yeah, let's actually consult the instructions. Figure out how exactly this core goes together. So that I don't fiddle with it. Fiddle with it. That was good. Fiddle with it for too long. Okay, so it looks like, basically, you take this, and it just kind of sits here. Or actually, you know, this slides. I see. Okay, so that slides in there. And then the back part and the front part attach. And it looks like just by friction, you plug the bottom section in. So we'll see how well that goes. Am I missing a piece here or something? Because, okay, there's a diagram. Oh, okay. Boom! Alright, so there's that. That's kind of cool. It actually does have, like, molded in, like, sections where the feet would attach back here. Should actually see if you can attach feet back here. If that's a thing, but it does have the feet attachments up here. Hopefully I'll do a bit better at actually plugging the, what is the word, bolts in this time. I'm just not thinking straight. So, let's actually get this guy together. This has gone on for far too long. Alright, don't give me problems, bolts. They seem to be giving me problems. Oh. Oh, no. Well, that went in. That was an interesting sound. These always surprise me. You kind of have to, I find, like, break the bolts in just a bit. Because the first time you put them in is always the scariest. And after that, it's usually better. But, ooh, that's kind of cool. The power block here actually latches to the green piece. I like this guy's second color. The color of the bolts and the core parts. Super cool. I like the green color a lot. Maybe it's just, I'm not a huge fan of the color green, but maybe it's just that there really isn't another B-Daman that has this color, so that's cool. Well, none of them I have. I don't know. I haven't actually, like, looked at most of the first wave of Crossfight in a while. But I don't think they should be too far out from the Crossfire ones, so there is that. And finally, the head here. There we go. There is loading Diles. So here's his marble, and let's just try that. Okay, that's cool. Boom. So once again, I'll have a review up of this guy soon, at some point, maybe. Anyway, yeah, it'll be up. Well, one can assume sometime after this. So, that is about it, guys, and this is iTrollIX, signing off.